Hey Zay fam, it's Ailey. Happy Halloween. Today I thought I would be doing something that I never really would record. If you guys are new to my channel, hi, I'm Zaylee. I'm a 20-year-old autistic woman. And last time I did a story time like this was back in June, and now I'm doing it now in October, so this should be fun. If you guys are new here, I lost one of my good friends. Not just because she blocked me, she stopped talking to me. Well, this time, it was me ending the friendship. Let me explain. So when I was 14 and I was a freshman in high school, was the first interaction I had with this friend. And mind you, me and her, we thought we were on different pages, which obviously we were. That's crazy. But when we were 16, she came back to our school because she moved to a different school for our sophomore year, and she came back to our school for junior year. And that's when we became really close. Hold on, it's bothering me. Now, over the course of our friendship was nothing but laughter, fun, and loving each other no matter what we do, and support each other no matter what we do. If you have seen my TikTok, or probably not, I don't know, I ended a friendship that was 4.5 years long because near the end of it, it became something that it wasn't. So let's fast forward to a year ago. So last year, this friend moved back to town after living out of state. She went to a different state. And she and I stayed contact, but we weren't talking every single day. And so she moved back after 2 years, almost 2 years of being gone. And it was just great and stuff. I thought we were gonna be hanging out like we used to do. I could never be so wrong in my life, but I was wrong. So one day, she comes over, I think in December of last year, and she is bawling her eyes out because she was having issues at home. I told her she could come over, we could talk, whatever, and so we did. I did not hear from her for another couple of good months. According to her, she was in a relationship with someone. I didn't know about that. Normally, I would tell her about everything, and she would tell me about everything, but she didn't tell me about this. This was a main big factor. Now, I wasn't mad about that. She deserves to be happy, whatever, but something I will not forget. We went to an event together. We did something together because she invited me, and I missed her so much. I was just talking because I was excited. When I am excited, I over talk. And she's like, Zaylee, do you ever be quiet? Her words were, Zaylee, do you ever stop talking or ever stop be quiet? That made me feel bad than I needed to feel. And I was just oh, I'm sorry if I'm over talking. Then at the end of the night, she wanted me to spend the night. I was okay, yeah. I'm trying to hype myself up for it. But I just knew I couldn't do it deep down because of those comments she was making, so I asked Mason to come and get me. This is when the real trouble started. So a couple of months ago, her and her partner broke up. And so I was okay, let's go do something. Let's go to karaoke. So we went to karaoke. Everything was fine. And she told me she would send me the videos to, the singing, which she eventually did a month and a half later. So then, she comes over a month and a half later. She's helping me decorate my living room. And she had these, she was quiet, and then we would have good conversations, and then sometimes she would make snarky remarks. It drives me insane. Don't get me wrong, she was my best friend. I adored her. She was the greatest person. I thought she was. We thought we were each other's best friends for life because she said that God was in control of our friendship, which is 100% valid and very true. Now, I've always noticed that she did not like Mason. I don't know why. I don't know what her vendetta was against him, but it's just something that I never thought my best friend would do, especially around this time. I think what the last straw was, she was making a party around Mason's birthday. on the day of Mason's birthday. And she was like, well, I made these plans and I told you about them. And I was like, no, you did not. I would remember if we had these conversations. Now, mind you, I work Saturdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. So I'm like, I can see if I could take off, but I highly doubt I can because I'm working my ass off to help, with the rent and everything else. Well, work my butt off. I'm sorry. Excuse my language. And so she's like, okay, well, let me know. Well, then a couple of days go by, and I start getting concerned because she was inviting people under the age of 18 to the party because she met these people through musical theater. So I was like, I don't feel comfortable with that. So I texted her very concernedly saying, hey, I'm sorry that I'm having this conversation with you, but I am very concerned about our friendship because you barely talk to me, and when you do, you make it sound like I'm self-absorbed, and you never tell me like how you feel about it until you burst out. And she called me self-absorbed because I didn't ask how she was doing. For the first time in years, I've asked her how she was doing. So I texted her, I love you, I want to be there for you, you're my best friend, you're my sister, you're my priority, da 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 da. The list goes on. Left me undelivered for a week. And so I decided to text my stepsister, Kat, who you guys know because I found YouTube, like, right around the time I started this channel, she became my stepsister. So when I was 12 years old, she was my stepsister. And so, well, maybe before that. My dad, I think her mom and my dad were engaged, getting married, so we've been on that boat. So I texted her and then my coworker, who I work with, like, what I should do. And they were just like, you shouldn't be putting yourself in a toxic situation, and it feels like she's not mentally there for the friendship for you. Which makes sense, because, like, if you are going to be my friend, you wouldn't act out the way you have been acting out. I've told her, like, my mental health is trying to get better, but she's trying to say the same thing, but it seems like it's not. Then I tried to call her, but she kept dodging my calls. I tried texting her on Instagram. She kept dodging my texts. So finally, I sent her a lengthy paragraph. I wish I kept it, but I didn't. I basically said, look, I don't know what's going on. I get it. We're both adults and we're doing our individual lives. I did it. Just so you know, I adore you. I love you. You're like a sister, blah, 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 blah. But I don't think this is a fair friendship. It feels like it's a one-sided friendship, and I feel like it's the same way with you. You think you're doing all the work. In reality, I feel like I'm doing all the work by calling you, texting you, checking on you, etc. And so I told her, I want to take a break from the friendship. She left me undelivered. But then a week later, she texts the same group chat. Somebody's like, RSVP for 8:30 or whatever. I'm surprised she did not remove me from that group chat. And so I haven't done that myself because I didn't know, like, if it would start anything, but it's okay because I don't know. All I have to say is her mom was great. I love her mom. And her dad is funny. Her dad is hilarious. But it's just something, like, I can't get past. I mean, yes, we had a good 4.5 years. I cherished the friendship we did have. I cherished everything that we did together. Like, we went to a concert together. We went to prom together as a friend group. We had fun. But it was really, really hard to be on the same page with her all the damn time. And so, finally, it took me about a week and a half to process, and then finally I go on Instagram one day, and she's posting with her other friends a day after I texted her, and it made me feel bad as a person. So I'm just like, what did I do wrong? Where did this go south? But at the end of the day, I know it's just me second guessing everything, but I have not texted her or called her. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I know that I sound like I'm really frustrated and very upset. I'm not. Please don't hate negative comments toward this person. I think they need to work as a person individually, like I do. Comment down below if you've been in this situation before. Like and subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye!